Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, and welcome to a crypto I haven't covered in quite a long time, and that is Celestia. All right, Celestia in general, when we talk about this, since the massive rally it had back in, basically since the bullish momentum started in November, December, and even January, Celestia was super strong, right? I mean, Celestia had one of the craziest rallies I've ever seen live, all right? Because personally, I saw the entire move back from $3 all the way to the top. So that was massive, and back then Celestia was also a great project, and if you held it and you staked it, you would get a lot of airdrops, etc. But right now, Celestia has been in a downtrend since February, which is pretty horrible, all right? Because I know some people that bought a ton of Celestia back then when it was quite bullish. And right now, I mean, at the very bottom, we dropped down to 7.7. So you should have bought very, very early if you wanted to be in a profit, if you bought back then. So that's not great. Now, why I wanted to cover it today, though, is that I do think that Celestia, I mean, we have dropped down quite a bit. So maybe, and you also start to hear a little bit more about it. So maybe it's time that we actually get some sort of recovery. Now, obviously, yesterday was a pretty fearful day in the markets, right? So initially, and right now, the most important thing, if we actually want to see a relatively bullish Celestia, is to also see some recovery in the market. So that's we will not go into depth about that, and I think you need to keep an eye on Bitcoin for that. But in general, if Bitcoin gets some sort of a bullish breakout above 66,000 right here, that should indicate that we're getting some recovery. So that would be amazing for Celestia. But we can also just look at Celestia on its own. And if you look at it, we've been in a downtrend. We've basically given up support level after support level. So first of all, 17.5, then 15, then 13 and 12.5. And the recent support level we've given up, which you can also see in a 4-hour time frame, but also historically, is this level around, I would say, 11.5. And what you see over the course of today, and that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to make a video on Celestia, because trust me, these videos don't get watched very often. Today, what you see is that we get a very, very strong reaction. We get a double bottom, if you like those structures. And the momentum has increased rapidly, all right? We gained over $75 million in positions in the last 11 hours. That's crazy, all right? You almost never see that. Now, those positions were not all long positions, all right? Some of those positions were actually short positions. So it's not that a massive amount of longs were opened, but what is true is that more longs were opened than shorts. So that indicates, I mean, you can ask yourselves whether it's small traders, whether it's whales, but usually if it's that much money, it's whales. So technically we are still in a downtrend. So I cannot tell you that I think it's most likely will rally from here, because that would go against the trend, and there's no reversal yet. However, we're getting a double bottom right here. We're gaining a ton of momentum. So if the main level to watch is just 11.5. If we can break above that with the momentum that we have, and if hopefully Bitcoin is also a little bit more bullish then I do think we can actually get some recovery back up to like 13, potentially even 15 if Bitcoin really recovers. But that's something we'll have to see. For now, the main question is can we break above 11.5, yes or no? If we can, that's great. We'll rally up higher. If we cannot break above that level in the next, I would say 24 hours, or if Bitcoin starts to fall down again, then unfortunately, even with all the promise we see right now, it's more likely we'll just drop back down to $10 and $9 and 9.5. All right, so keep your eyes on that level. I think that's the most important. I think the most important thing is to expect that we'll drop down lower, but to be alert on that bullish breakout. All right. Those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.